Hello everyone. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer, and I'm back to update you on what's happening in Star Atlas. I thought I'd make a quick video right after the debate video because there are a few little things that I think we need to talk about a bit further. So first off, I did drop my initial reactions for the Star Atlas Illuvium disappointing, disastrous debate. I made that video even after I slept on it, right? Because I was like, I was too pent up at that moment. So I thought, no, it's best sleep on it, come back, make a video on it then. And even then, people said maybe I was too critical. So what happened was I ended up going on to another interview to talk with a guy from Illuvium. But first off, guys, there has been so much engagement on this video that I made. People from Illuvium coming over, people from Star Atlas coming over, and everyone's concerns here are valid, right? Look at all the comments that people are saying just on this one video, right? And so people are saying the questions that Kieran asked was valid. I think they were super valid, right? It's just the way in which he asked them. I think someone did mention that I called him an asshole. I'm sorry if I did. I might have spoken out of turn. I don't think he was an asshole. It was just a bit of a dick. That's all. Okay. I don't know if that's any better, but that's how I feel. But once again, look at all this engagement here. So this is good. If anything, right? If anything that's come out from this, Star Atlas people know a little bit more about Illuvium's leader, and Illuvium people know a little bit more about Star Atlas. If anything, the community knows each other better. Doesn't mean they like each other better. Doesn't matter, right? Remember guys, we're still all in the same game together. We're in the same crypto Web3 niche together. If I kept saying to this interview that I had with this guy, if Star Atlas fails, Illuvium is way more likely to fail as well, because everyone's going to get turned off from Star Atlas and from Web3 gaming, and it's going to bring Illuvium down. Illuvium fails again, it's going to get people really, really upset about Web3 gaming in crypto, and it's also going to bring down Star Atlas. So this is the interview I had with TSG. He is an Australian living in China at the moment, and we had a good, long, productive session about the pros, the cons of the debate. Not even about Kagi, right? Not even about the moderation. It was about the questions that were asked, the questions that weren't asked. Focus on Star Atlas only, and Kieran as well. So it was actually a really good interview. So I would recommend everyone go ahead and watch it. This is the interview right here. It's by TSG, Illuvium, and NFT Gaming. Let's just watch a small snippet. I'll stop it there. I say three things: professionalism, trying to give the information, and just having composure. That's what I would say. And one last thing: being prepared for the interview. Being prepared for the interview. Kieran, so this is me actually. We were listing off some things about the pros and cons of either debater, and this section was the pros of Michael Wagner. Basically, I said professionalism and being prepared for the interview and trying to answer some questions. We know Michael can talk a lot, and I said, yes, he didn't quite answer all the questions that Kieran kept hurling at him. And was not prepared for the interview. You got to agree with me there. Kieran wasn't prepared.
I'm curious. We'll go through the points. So again, the professionalism, the composure, I agree with that. I think he definitely did that very, very well. There's no way I can kind of debate that. I'm curious. I won't say I disagree with you, but I want more information first.
Sure.
In what way? And I'll be completely.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. You can go ahead and watch the entire thing yourself. Not a problem. Pretty good. Very the conversation was down to earth. We didn't yell at each other. We allowed each other to speak. We voiced our opinions and gave each other time to rebut our questions. And we could have gone on for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, but content. You got to keep it nice and smooth together. Now, while we're on the topic of other Star Atlas content, I want to give a shout out to OCG Thor. This is the fourth time he's come across my radar. He also focuses on Star Atlas content as well. You can see his video timelines are very good. 12 days, 9 days, 8, 7 to 13 hours ago. And he also covered the actual, the debate from his own perspective as well. And, we can watch it here. He also does sometimes cover some of my content. So Thor, I know you watch my videos. Thank you very much, man. I love it. I showed my girlfriend one day that, look, there's another YouTuber that's covering my content as well. And it made me super happy and actually made my day. My girlfriend was happy for me as well. So thank you very much, Thor. Appreciate your viewership. And thanks for making content for Star Atlas as well. Let's do it.
From there, I would recommend taking a look at MetaVerse Explorer.
Thanks, man.
So we have MetaVerse Explorer, who
and so he does say some things about me, which is fine, right? Good discourse is good. If anything that came from this, right? Even Illuvium and Star Atlas got way more traffic, right? Let's listen to what he says, and that's fine. It's fair.
Who did a review of the debate, and he was very critical about Kagejan's moderation, which I think he's correct, but at the same time, I'm not surprised at all.
I'm gonna stop there. Yes, I should have realized this, right? The context in which the debate was first started in, it started in as like a Twitter shitposting fight. That's the context that the debate started in, right? And this is just carried over to YouTube. It's the same thing. So I never thought Kagejan would have been a good moderator in the first place, and he fully met my expectations. So yeah, that's it.
And then he was also a bit on Kieran Warwick in regards to him acting like an asshole, which I didn't really get that. He wasn't coming off as an asshole. If you've ever listened to any of Kieran's interviews or the other conversations he had with other people, you know, he is abrasive and definitely doesn't pull punches. He's in your face about stuff, and he just calls it as it is. That can oftentimes come off as being an asshole to people who are more generally polite. But you know, in a debate like that, I think he handled himself just fine.
And look, that's totally fair, right? So the point he was making that he is generally abrasive, and I have now learned this. I have watched Michael Wagner more often than I have watched Kieran Warwick or Illuvium videos. Yes, he is more abrasive. Yes, he is Aussie. Yes, he's straight to the point. Still, that was a bit much, don't you think? Maybe I'll take it back. I apologize to viewers out there. Maybe he wasn't an asshole, right? It was just my perception of how he conducted himself. Like I said at the beginning of this video, maybe he's not an asshole, maybe he was a little bit of a dick. And that's fine. You can be a dick if you're creating something for a whole bunch of people who annoy you all the time. Yeah. So once again, I'm just going to shout out Thor. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Let's move on. MetaVerse Nomads recently covered something that I think is super important, to be honest. So the Star Path referral program for Star Atlas. It's the program where you get to sign up people. You have an affiliate link, you sign up people, and when those people buy ships from the Star Atlas team itself, not from secondary market, you get points for every $20 they spend. And you can use those points, right, to go and buy a extra small ship or extra small ship. And basically, this segment here is MetaVerse Nomads kind of discussing the referral program. And it kind of echoes why I haven't signed up yet. I was on the fence about signing up for the referral program because to me, if you have a good enough product, the product sells itself. You shouldn't need to get me or the community to go out and try and find more people to come into this. If your product is good, people are going to come anyway. That's how I think about it so far. And yes, referral programs are super successful, right? It depends how you roll it out. It depends on the product itself. But I'm not going to start signing up a lot of people in the bear market when there is no actual game to play yet. So like, why am I doing referral links now? There's no point. Later on, I might do referral links if they change this system a little bit. But let's have a small look at what they're saying.
To take some of that buying pressure off the existing community as you continue to release more of these ships into the ecosystem.
Small segment.
And that's going to continue happening for some time. So I've kind of been standing back and looking, say, okay, well, what is Star Atlas doing from a marketing perspective? Is the Discord growing? Are they doing any paid ads? Do they have any campaigns anywhere? And it looks, based on what this referral program is that the weight is being put back on the community to say, you guys go out and market it. And that could be a viable method for sure, except for this program's poo-poo. I don't know any other way to say it. It is really, really freaking bad. And I've created a lot of affiliate programs over the past couple decades, and I've done a lot of my own affiliate marketing. So let's just go from the top down, and hopefully they can make adjustments. But this also gets back to the conversation we're having about engaging your community, even if it's not.
Yeah, so the points they make is that, yes, a referral program can sometimes be good if you roll it out well enough. The community kind of was not really involved within the construction, as far as I know anyway, about the construction of the referral program. Dude, the rewards are really crap. The rewards are really crap. I have to sign someone up to spend like $2,000 before I can get an extra small ship, which you could have bought like a week ago for $2.50. The return of time and interest and social capital that I might lose being a referrer for Star Atlas, even though I probably will be in the end, right? Because it'll be worth it later on, but now it's not worth it. It's the return on investment is like 2%, 1%, something super small. Because this is a digital kind of referral system, right? There's no physical attributions to it, because when you do referral systems, usually they're about 10 to 15%, right? Because you have to factor in shipping costs, you have to factor in all the other physical business logistic issues. For digital assets, the margin should be way higher, because the cost to create that asset, the cost to deliver that asset, store that asset, is negligible. To create, for Star Atlas to create an extra small ship on Solana, it costs them like 5 cents, give or take, right? To store it. Nothing, even less than that. And I end up getting like 20 cents based on what the actual selling price of that ship is. So for me, I haven't signed up yet. I probably will in the future. The program needs some further adjustments, and that's fine. And it'll probably be adjusted. It's just not for me now. And that's why I don't have an referral link. They talk about a few more statistics.
Get a round table of the guild. You can get yourself an extra small ship. So that's the Fimble. That's the X4. And then I'm eligible for one extra small ship, which I could buy now for under $10. Okay.
And this is for new wallets created and people who haven't purchased previously.
There are no new wallets coming, really. Like
buyers and sellers.
There's no new people coming.
If you want a comparison model, pays between 3% and 12%. This is for physical goods. Okay, where there's an actual shipping cost.
They give us a small thing at the end, which is really good to kind of get your head around.
Average ship cost to base like the prosperity mark value, especially when you consider like market value versus VWAP. So all of these numbers are volume weighted average purchases.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. We got a few more other stuff to cover. I'm not doing affiliate links for Star Atlas yet. I know some people from the Star Atlas community and the mods and the team itself watch this, but I am possibly one of the second largest, maybe the third largest Star Atlas content creators on YouTube. I am not signing up to your affiliate link. Please reach out, ask me why I'm not doing it, and I can give you my reasons. Okay, if Star Atlas doesn't get on top of this, right, no one's going to start affiliating for them. Metaverse nomads are not. They create constant Star Atlas content. I am not. I create constant Star Atlas content. Please find out why. All right. Let's talk next about the flight module. I included this in the last video, but people were saying that it kind of got lost in the debate stuff. So let's watch it again and let's see what we think about the flight module after we've watched it for a second time. So this was very tactfully, as I said, dropped just before the debate so that Michael Wagner could use it in slight parts of his argument. I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know if it was scheduled to come out, but it was just, timing was just really on point. So well done there if it was intentional. So this is the flight module, right? This is one of the other modules that should be coming out, not anytime soon, but later on down the line. We got the marketplace, you got the showroom itself, you got the flight module, and then there's another small secret that's sprinkled in somewhere that he said. Let's watch it.
Hey guys, Brad here with the Star Atlas team, and we thought we'd give you guys a little sneak peek of something we've been working on.
Now
Now, to be clear, this is an internal demo, and I cannot say if or when it will make it into your hands.
Let's take a second, right, and just look at what's happening on the screen. So at the bottom here, right here, you have a time that you get when you shoot some of the spots in the middle, like the little cubes. And then, of course, once you go past a checkpoint, you get an extra time. So think of it like a racing kind of module. This is what the racing module is going to turn into, right? This is the free flight module first, but this is also a racing module. They can easily turn this into a race. On the top right-hand side, you can see different, you probably can't see it here. I'm so sorry. It's got you can switch the views, which is C, free camera, which is Z, air brakes is X, cruise control is V, cruise speed is mouse wheel, and then you have your joystick R and G. And then on the top left as well, we've got some other stuff here. Like we've got shoot, the HUD you can turn on, off and on, you can forward it, and you can strafe as well. And of course, on the bottom right, you have how many gates are there in this track. There's probably only one track for now. How many targets are there? How many have you hit? Like your percentage, how good are you? And then your time remaining, which is...
but it should give you guys a little taste of the progress we're making. The goal of this project was to test out our flight model and just kind of play around and see what's fun, what works, and what doesn't. So this is just a fun little mini game that we built.
Yeah.
You start with 5 seconds on the timer, and every gate you fly through and target you hit adds time to your timer, with the objective being to get to the finish before time runs out. Big shout out to my fellow members of the Mud faction. Humanity first. Sorry, not sorry. Now, I would like to note for the record that the ship I'm flying is not a racing ship. It is, in fact, a freighter. So if it looks like it handles like a pregnant whale, that is by design.
Now, from watching this, what I really want to happen is for us to be able to create our own tracks, right? You've seen lots of different games, the ability to allow someone to create their own tracks and for the community to race in their tracks. Aephian could have its own track, the club could have its own track, and then we could visit each other to try and race in each other's home turf, home field, that sort of stuff. The second thing would be to allow this to be done in space as well as on land, because we know that we have ships already that can be on land. They are land ships, but using the spaceships that are close to land, because this would allow us to kind of race in a horizontal plane rather than trying to do it all in the air, because that would be a bit much for people. You can dumb it down, or not dumb it down, like decrease the specifications required, or even the whole flight system required, to just use your computer keys, WASD keys or up and down keys, to try and just go straight. And then you can, zoom in and out like a normal car racing game. The same. I'm not a developer, right? But I'm thinking this can easily be done. If you can do this already with all kind of strafing and all access around the entire space, then you can do it on the ground and just go up and down. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense.
But as you can see, I have my HOTAS.
Of course, this is just developing, right? So like different kind of attack weapons, different beams that come out, easily done.
That was something that was very important to me, to get joystick support, because no self-respecting pilot flies with a mouse and keyboard.
See, that's what he said. That's fine, right? That's fine. But at the same time, you already have this for the people that are using joysticks and that are flight, aficionados. You can easily translate this to a land-based or like computer keyboard-based flight module simulator. We don't have to participate in the same arenas, right? You can have the keyboard section and you can have the flight aficionado section. I don't know if that's diluting the audience, but hey, you get way more people interested in both spectrums, okay?
Despite this ship not yet having an interior, because it's still a work in progress, I still prefer this first-person view. I've always flown that way. I'm just a huge space sim fan. I love all.
Look at the Earth down there. That is awesome. I'm hoping that down there is another kind of track. If not just for speed racing, but some kind of zigzag racing, that could be easily done, right?
I've got literally thousands of hours on the stick. So for me to be able to work on this game is really just a dream come true. And I know everyone on this team feels the same way. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little peek behind the curtain. Thank you so much for your support. We couldn't do this without you guys.
Yeah, look at that. I love the asteroid belt and all the... it's looking good, right? It's shaping up well. Now, let's move on from this. I want to talk about the Star Atlas DAO and what's actually happened there so far. So, I did a small tutorial where I locked 10 Polus, right? I locked 10 Polus because I wanted to test it out. I locked it for 5 years, okay? And you can see here, this was my 10 Polus locked. Your first rewards, which are already being calculated, right? The first rewards snapshots ends Monday, October 1st. So all this time, you're still accruing rewards. It's just not unlocked yet. It's still taking snapshots to say, today you had 10 locked, yesterday you had 9, tomorrow you had 11, all that sort of stuff. So it takes a snapshot every time. My voting power has decreased now. I had 100 voting power because I locked it for 5 years. I got a 10x increase in voting power. So my 10 polis turned into 100 voting power, which is called PVP, right? And because this, your voting power decreases linearly, which is the line we can see right here, I am no longer at a 100 PVP voting power. I am now at a 99.60 voting power, right? So I don't have the 100% voting power that I did before. How do I get up to the maximum voting power? And remember, the longer you leave your stake going, the linearly it starts declining, and then you can unlock your tokens later on, okay? You'll have to press unlock first, I believe. So to do that, you would have to relock again for the next 5 years to still get your 100% voting power. So I'm gonna do it again. So this is the amount of unlocked, 99.6. Oh wait, no, extend lock period. Oh no, extend the lock period. Your current token will lock to be set 5 years, and additional tokens will be added to the balance. Extend lock duration. So you'll see I'll go back from 99 to 0.6 to back to 100-ish, above 100-ish. Awesome. So I'm gonna probably there you go, 100 PVP. I have now relocked my tokens to linearly come down from 100 all the way down to 0 by July 28, 2027, which is a long time from now, right? Now, this is what is interesting. People are still not locking their tokens. When it first came out, there was only 1 million polis locked, which was 1% of the circulating supply, okay? Not even the total supply, just the circulating supply, okay? That was 1 million. We've only 5 times that. There's only 5 million. There's only 5% of all polis in circulation, not even the stuff that's not in circulation somewhere else held by VCs or held by the team. Only 5 million is actually locked. That is a really tiny amount, right? Why is this? Because, well, there's no proposals to make. There's no changes to make at the moment. They haven't launched anything for us to put an input. Secondly, 5 years is a damn long time, especially in crypto. People don't want to lock up their tokens where they don't have access to it, and anything could happen in the next 5 years, right? Unfortunately, there could be a hack, a Star Atlas hack, and people need to sell their polis tokens right away for some reason, or like people need their liquidity, but it's locked for 5 years. So at the moment, there's nothing to do with it. There's no real reason to have it locked apart from some really tiny rewards. And we'll see what these tiny rewards are going to look like when people lock this 5 million up, okay? And we'll see that on the 1st of August in like 2 days when I make the next video. So at the moment, I don't think people are locking. I just did this as an experiment, right? You can experiment with this as well, but I think not a lot of people are locking. If anything, they can lock for 2 weeks, which is up here for like a 0.08x increase. But really, that's nothing. 0.08x is nothing, right? If you're going to lock, might as well lock for 5 years and get 10x. But that's the thing. There's still nothing to vote on. So what's the point in locking? That, like, later on, there might be some reason to lock, but right now, not really. Not really. Let's see the rewards that'll be distributed when it finishes. All right. That's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I apologize to Kieran Warwick myself if I called you an arsehole. I apologize. That's not the kind of content creator I want to be. I hope you guys saw the interview as well, made up your own minds and made up your own perceptions of both leaders, perceptions of both projects. And to me, I'm still a fan of all of them, of both of them, to be honest. So that doesn't really matter. Like we can have another debate. It should be moderated better. It should be done way better. And the context of which it first arose should be more professional. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for now. That's been MetaVerse Explorer. Ciao.